I know you don't understand. But we'll be back in a week. It's like 2:40 in the morning. And we're on our way to the airport. So it finally happened. I left the West Coast for the first time in my life. The furthest east I'd ever been is Las Vegas. And now suddenly I'm on my way to New Orleans, Louisiana. It's still kind of a blur that I've even been that far east at this point, but I could definitely tell like the last 2 days before we left, I was having a little bit of anxiety, and most of it was just about me getting out of my own head because on our last vacation that me and my girlfriend went on, we went to Vegas and like noon of the first full day we were there, I got hit with this like anxiety, and it didn't ruin the trip, but it made everything a little bit more difficult to enjoy, and I just felt off and I felt unhappy, like kind of being there from time to time. And so I was I got in my own head. I'm like, oh my God, please don't let me become one of those people that's just miserable every vacation they go on, because I already don't get to go on a lot of vacations and I really want to enjoy them. But, we get up 2 in the morning. We get on a plane. We fly to Denver. It's cloudy as hell. We get a little delayed. We get on the plane. We land in New Orleans. We step outside. And honestly, after a couple of hours of being in New Orleans, that anxiety faded away. And I was able to have a really awesome experience that I feel like now I'm already having nostalgia for. So after getting ourselves nice and settled, we quickly went out to get some dinner. By this point, we'd been awake for like more than 12 hours, and we're getting kind of hungry. So we headed straight for Napoleon House, which that was one of the places that my girlfriend had told me about. Really famous place, a lot of good food options. One of the places that we figured we might eat there more than once, and we did. We ate there twice, and that was really fun because this was like my first time. We'd obviously gotten settled in our little hotel room, but this was my first time actually like walking the streets of the French Quarter, and it was still kind of like a haze. It was kind of like a dream. It was like I'm not really here. It's like I'm having a virtual reality experience where it feels like I'm here, but I'm not really here. But I got over that pretty quick, and I adjusted to the enjoyment and charm of that area very quickly. And the dinner, the atmosphere, the drinks, it was all perfect. And it really made it easy for me to get acclimated to that area nice and quick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If I get the bill, it's not the worst thing ever. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't have those here.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, in Portland. Oh yeah, we're really close. That was not that long to get back home.
No?
Okay, good. Because on the map, I don't know why it was like, that seems far.
Yeah.
It's not, though.
Oh, just one of our experience. Yeah, it almost sneaks up on you. That's right, she said it's a little fickle.
Yeah. Just have to try it a few times.
Yeah. I've been up in there before.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice that we have a little bit of that privacy, because while we're in that one where I think anyone could pretty much just come up to her. I swear we heard like drunk people that were like banging on her.
Yeah? Here, 216. There you go. Oh, darkness. Oh God. I like that there's like a spicy smell in here.
You think so?
Yeah. So the first, not full day that we were there, that was pretty fun, but we wanted to take it easy. We were kind of wiped out from the plane ride, and we got to take a little bit in. But the second day, I got up somewhat early I had to go to Walgreens because that was the plan. We hadn't bought a lot of toiletries, so I had to go to Walgreens to buy some of that stuff for us. So I went out on my own, venturing around the quarter a little bit on my way there so that we could head out, both me and my girlfriend, together later on. Oh, it's a lizard. Oh, so you gotta be looking out for those. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, so like all of these little individual properties like on this block. And we're just staying here. It's all part of the same complex. Wait, the gate's open. I thought this was providing us extra safety. Now it's open. It still feels weird. Simon Dumaine. This is, I'm gonna mispronounce so many of these words. Dumaine and Dauphine. Dauphine is the crossing street here. So I'm heading down to Jackson Square, and then I'm gonna cut over to Walgreens so we can get some toiletries we need. Closest thing to like a back street I've taken so far. If I'm correct, Walgreens. As my dad would always call it, Walgreens. Should be right around the corner here. Of course I screwed up. Even Walgreens would be in a cool old building. Spending my time in New Orleans buying makeup wipes and shampoo. That's right, I need to be targeting girly shampoo. That was a stipulation. I don't care too much. Did I mention that I'm hungover? Still wrapping my head around the fact that I'm here, that this isn't just, I don't know. Brought my selfie stick with me, so some of my later videos should hopefully be a little bit more steady. Because right now I'm just doing it handheld. Dumaine. I think this is where I turned down. My bag. I was gonna get some sunscreen to be safe, but sunscreen must be a commodity in here. The cheapest sunscreen, little small, bottles about that big, for like 14 bucks. And I'm assuming that's before sales tax. Look at this little doll. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, there was some loud noise right outside our window. Someone was blaring some music for a second. But other than that, it's been very quiet towards our end. I think we're just far enough north and far enough west, which I think I'm traveling west right now. You know me, I have to adjust, I have to know the directions, I have to know where I'm going. I think I've gotten it down. Last night was actually really nice. We went out and ate at like 4, and there was a pleasant breeze coming through. It was nice. The plan is bringing these toiletries home, which of course costs more than I wanted to spend, like everything else. But I'm gonna go to Cafe Du Monde. Okay, I believe this is Dauphine. Yes. I'm gonna go down here, wrap around from the other side. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Beautiful little shotgun homes. Some of these are for sale, which surprised some people haven't jumped on that. Oh my god. Well, this is awesome. Seems like there's a lot of construction going on. Some of these places I've caught a glimpse into a few of them. Where am I? Okay. St. Philip. I need to get to Burgundy. That's where I want to be. See, this is an old house because this is what we're in, but we're to the side. And yeah, just they own a bunch of these. Girlfriend's calling me right now. Lizard just ran under there. I think I missed it again. And now, getting a little closer to noon, both me and my girlfriend went and headed out. We just wanted, you know, it was kind of going to be a casual, let's just see where we end up kind of first day. We ultimately wanted to end up at Café du Monde, which we did, but we wanted to kind of meander around and have a little fun before, during, and after that. So that was a lot of the afternoon of that first day. It was just kind of walking around and checking things out. So yeah, I was looking at this too.
Yeah,
I like
all
it.
the little alleys really cool.
The other one. I so thought that's really cool though. It's perfectly.
Yeah, it looks like a very what is the word, realistic pose.
Yeah. So like, let's just chill in the light.
Oh, I love
It's like
the
this is
fountain.
my fountain.
Yeah, I think we might be in the French Market District. I feel like it's kind of down there, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like back there is the French Market. The trash smell in the air.
Oh yeah, no.
It feels like history. Like there's been generations.
Smells like history.
Exactly.
Little bird.
That is a sparrow.
Hello.
They got sparrows out here. It look like
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
a female sparrow.
Bye, sparrow.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Look, that's only like what was it like? Do something for the beignets, I think.
Yeah, it was like 270.
Yeah, and I feel like they're fairly filling, you know.
Yeah.
We'll be back by it. Trust me.
Home of Jack's.
Oh. Never.
What's going on down here? Oh, it's just like.
It's a really cool building, though.
Yeah, you get to see the Mississippi River for the first time. Ah. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Oh, it's like a stern wheeler.
Yeah, I think it was that one that my grandpa and grandmother owned. You can go on like
City
a
of
jazz
New Orleans.
cruise. Lady Welpus was really nice. Though I feel like I feel like a lot of people probably don't even tip there. So.
Probably, especially the old people.
So I think we ended up giving $3 or $4.
I feel like we're about to walk onto a movie set.
Oh yeah.
With the big gate opening.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, this is cool.
That's so cute. Oh, they have the cutest fountains here. Oh, hi,
Oh.
Mr. Sparrow.
I like Jazz too. Jazz bird. Oh, where'd he go?
He went down in the water.
Oh, okay. I was like,
see that one.
yeah. They like to bathe.
Oh, you think they're mates?
They could be. There's 3 of them.
Oh, they nothing. They look a little fat, like they've been eating, but you think they eating the
Oh, now there's
beignets.
4 of them.
Bird bath. that's Cokes.
Yeah.
I think they eat the beignets.
Yeah, they at least eat the sugar that's left
Yeah.
over. Oh man, this guy's getting fucking down. Damn right I can.
I told you, take about lives.
That is so cool.
That is so cool.
Just to pass those. How you doing?
That's really cool.
Oh god. That's rough. I love that. Come on. Stab me, I dare ya. And then just it turns out it's an actual human and it just comes. And there's just Freddy. He's just kind of by himself.
He'll probably start stabbing in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, butterfly.
Yeah. Land on Michael Myers' head. Make him better.
Make him better.
Yeah, I'm curious what
Is
this
this where
is.
they have the night out for flight?
Yeah.
Look at that.
What? Oh,
Oh,
Is
you
this-
always thought it was interesting.
is this what it looks like underground?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really firm. It's like
Yeah.
hard, like plastic.
Look at this. We got some Obex coming up.
I know.
Sorry.
Oh my god. No, that's fine. Yeah, I wonder what this was. This looks like a doorway that like Wile E. Coyote ran through. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that urbex though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get Look at this.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's cuddling. If that ain't cuddling, then I don't wanna know.
Stuff. Tiger horse over here.
Oh, you can tie two horses up and they can be friends.
They become
Oh, so I'm guessing this is Esplanade, I think. So yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
is cool. Let's walk down here and look.
yeah.
This is, I think, the neutral ground.
Neutral
I
ground.
think it's called, yeah.
Oh. Oh. Hello.
I think it was called neutral ground, and it
Oh.
has something to do with the neighbors coming to like a peace agreement.
Oh, okay.
Is that advertising that place for sale as haunted, like they're trying to get you to buy it?
It could be.
That's interesting. interesting. I've never seen that before.
Turn it into a haunted house. Make yourself some money. This place be haunted. Then you move in and nothing happens. You're like, man, you scammed me. Actually,
Yeah, look.
yeah, I saw that.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love it. Avada de.
Wait a second.
Oh, this is the.
No,
Oh,
that's it.
I know this. This is one of the JFK spots I wanted to see.
Really?
The guy that was the only guy that was ever charged for the crime. He lived here.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I knew it was kind of this big property and it was at Dauphine and Esplanade. And because he was like a pretty rich guy. So I was like, what was he doing living? And then I looked and I realized, oh, it's like really big and really ritzy.
Are you sure this is it?
Yeah. I checked all the addresses ahead of time. I like it. Oh, that's a good breeze.
Yeah, it's really nice. I figured it would be kind of nice.
I like a good breeze.
I'm surprised there's not more sketchy people hanging out right here.
Yeah. And that's a nice boulder. Now I heard, speaking of
By
the
way,
buses.
I'm sorry. Look at how cute this place is.
Yeah.
What were you saying, hon?
I know like one of the main bus like transit centers is by a park that I guess that's where most of the homeless hang out. And they were like, yeah, you know, I feel like the way, like I just started reading reviews for fun. And I was like, yeah, this kind of reminds me of like the kind of reviews you get for like a park in downtown Portland, where like half the people are like, yeah, you know, it's an okay place to sit down and have lunch, read a book. And other people are like, yeah, there was a guy just like ogling me while he was taking his meth.
See, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna start waking up before me to try and get shit in before me.
Damn right.
Those private walks are gonna go up.
It's gonna be a little earlier each day. I get up at like 8, then I get up at like 7:30. Our last day I get up at like 6. I'm like, we only have half a day left. There's things I still haven't seen. And then you call me and I'm like in a part of town I've never even been to and I don't even know where I am. I'm practically to the airport because I walked so far.
You're like, I don't know, I'm by the Superdome. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that and I thought it was maybe part of a statue,
yeah.
but from a distance here it looks almost more like it's just a big
This,
electrical
This
box.
used to be something. Look at the brick around it.
Check out the old ride.
Oh man, that's cool. I just noticed. Oh, you meant this part. I was like, that's all old.
Yeah, no, I meant the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's leftover rock wall.
Yeah.
That brick is worth a pretty penny.
What would you do if you lived here? Would you have like just a lot of shit? So,
I-
why are there shells on the ground? There's shells. Maybe I'm crazy. No, I swear to God, some of them look like shells.
They're shellish.
Yeah, like that. Looks like a fucking shell right there.
Yeah. Maybe that's just, I mean, we aren't too far from the ocean.
Yeah.
Somebody just dug up a bunch of them and brought them in.
What the hell? There's tons of them.
We had a crosswalk there, but we chose to walk in between.
I know.
Yeah, I thought this was maybe a statue, but I think it's just an electrical box.
Yeah.
Ooh, jungle time.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that move. I thought it was a rat.
Yeah, we may see some lizards.
Yeah, well,
See.
what about lizard people? No, that's Denver. That's where we see all the lizard people. Look at all these. You gotta watch your step.
Yeah, I don't think I ever walked up here when I went here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, new ventures.
No more pedestrian malls. That's fair.
Yeah. It's like malls are dying. Oh.
Okay, before we get into that,
Yeah.
look at this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cicadas?
Are you sure that's not the alarm that used to go off when like they thought people were
Maybe.
attacking in World War II? That's awesome.
Yeah, do you think those are the bugs?
Unless there's a buzzer in that tree somewhere, which doesn't seem
Yeah.
very likely. They heard us coming. They were like, stop right there.
So I'm gonna go read and one's gonna fall on my head. Okay, let me read this.
Yeah.
Slave trading firms. That's disgusting. They're making it like it's like a financial firm or something.
Yeah, domestic.
And it said that New Orleans is the epicenter of that trade.
Yeah. More than 50 domestic documented sites.
And then they would move people from so one could be like, I want to take this guy from his family, and then I will take this one.
Yeah.
Because they probably didn't care at all about their feelings. They're like,
Right.
oh, you're...
Oh yeah, they wouldn't. Whoa! Hello. Oh yeah. They didn't like that either. See, I think it's just an alarm in the trees. They're like fire. They were screaming fire earlier.
I don't know, because I'm surprised we haven't heard them yet, but at the same time...
Yeah. They don't like the loud noises. Oh. Yeah. Step back before I bust my legs open. Yeah, so I guess this stretched from here that way, possibly.
Oh, this part,
yeah, because it said from Esplanade and Chartres, I'm probably mispronouncing that, which is this intersection, but it said extending to Curlerec Street, which I haven't seen a Curlerec Street that way. So I'm guessing it's that way. So it would have been like right over here. What's this big building over here? You seeing this big fella?
Big fella.
This building over here?
The building,
yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Artwork. Le Beauf. Oh, this. Oh, I was like, where'd you go? It's a jazz museum.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's crazy. Where our hotel is now. That was the first one, and now this
Yeah.
is jazz museum.
I, for some reason, thought they said Louisiana State Penitentiary at first. It's like, oh.
Looks like something out of True
Oh,
Blood.
my. Yeah.
That's really cool.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, there's the drunk guy. He almost walked right into this. That guy's just wandering around.
He's the guy paid.
He might have. Yeah, that bald older guy. Yeah. He's wasted.
Oh, man. It's too early for that shit.
Oh, did this used to be the Mint?
Oh, wow.
This is where all the money was. That makes sense because a lot of big, financial things are in the South. You know, like Fort Knox. Everywhere. Oh. Yeah, he did his rounds, and then he was like, nobody's giving me nothing, so I'm going back in the rafters. I seriously do. That's like, I love that aspect. Someone's gonna walk in right now. Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to.
Tell how old the building is. Wow.
Have 1% battery life.
I'm sorry. You can use my phone.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna ride it out. Where do you think this leads to? Yeah. You got the confessional behind you. I know you got a lot of stuff to confess. There you are. I see you. Don't you turn your back on me. What's up, big fella?
What do you think of that?
Cute.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
I just got my.
Yeah, I want you to stay
Oh. Yeah. I'm just checking the ground. Oh, is that another one?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hello.
Oh, that looks smashed.
Maybe.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one right there. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, where you going?
I'm telling you, it's like the lizards in the daytime. Nighttime, the cockroaches. They switch ships.
So here we were, October 6th, our second full day in New Orleans and our first actual planned event, which was we were going to go on a swamp tour. I woke up feeling just kind of gross in my stomach and that was distracting me, and I was hoping that wouldn't bug me throughout the day. But we hopped on the bus. It was about a 45-minute ride. We had a really entertaining driver to keep us entertained as we traveled north of New Orleans to the Slidell area.
All right, freehotelsinneworleans.com. We book this hotel, it includes all your excursions, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 24-hour room service, rooftop pool. They even offer you a butler. That's if you can get in, all right? Free hotels in NewOrleans.com. And the hotel that y'all be staying at, very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's called Canal Street Hotel. All right? Canal Street Hotel. Right here, you're right. Canal Street Hotel.
It's the building I was telling you about. That's all we got in it.
I love doing that. You see that big old dome castle over there? Yeah. I don't know why it's over there. It don't make no sense, but it's there. You know where that castle came from? Y'all have any idea where that castle came from? Alright, I'm gonna tell you where it came from. That's the original. Before it's in Chicago, that's the first, over here, the first White Castle burger joint in America.
That's awesome.
I'm just kidding. No, it's not. Actually, the guy that built the castle, he built it for the World Fair that was here in New Orleans in 1984.
I'm doing my own video on that experience, but I'll give you the long, or I guess the short of the long, because I don't want to give too much away, but it was a fantastic, really eye-opening experience, seeing a part of the world that I've always heard about but never had any idea what it was really like. And being there in person, it was really cool, but it was like really stimulating at the same time. But as we got towards the end, things went a little bit off the rails, and I was directly involved in that. And long story short, I came away with a few injuries, if you can call it that, if you can call wasp stings an injury. So that's unfortunately a series of events that probably normally wouldn't happen all came together at the same time. And again, I'm posting a video for that experience by itself where I'll delve a lot more into that. I mean, the fact that things kind of went off the rails at the end of this swamp tour actually made it kind of an even more fun and more immersive and more memorable experience. But yeah, by the time we were done with that, I was already kind of wiped out for the day. So we pretty much rolled back into New Orleans. I got to see Lake Pontchartrain for the first time in my life. One of the many things in the area I'd always wanted to see. You know, I got to see the Mississippi River for the first time in my life the previous day. So it was still really fun, but by the time we rolled back into town, we were like, hey, let's just go out to dinner and get some drinks and kind of just enjoy the rest of the day that way. And so we got to go out for dinner, and we decided on a certain spot that was on the kind of north end of the quarter. We got there was only seating outside, and there was like one or two people that I think worked there that were kind of just sitting there, and it seemed like we didn't feel like someone was going to come and take an order anytime soon. And there was like 3 or 4 kind of sketchy, just kind of beat up looking people right across the street from us, and one of them was just like staring at us like they were ready to just fight. So I don't even think we sat there for about 3 minutes. We both kind of looked at each other and we're like, let's try something else. And we'd heard about this place called the Clover Grill. It's kind of a really well-known staple of that area, but it's just a tiny diner that does, mostly diner food. And I've never really been in kind of an old school, authentic looking diner. The one other person that was in there when we went there was from New York, which, I mean, that's about the most authentic diner thing in the world, is one other out of towners in there, and it's a guy from New York. And here we are, these Oregonians wandering in there. And it was amazing. We didn't have New Orleans-y food, but my girlfriend got a burger. I got a club. I mean, how do you make a club sandwich memorable? I don't know how, but they did. The food was amazing. And the guy that was working, the main cook that night, it was his birthday. He didn't have to go hard for us for this dinner, but he churned out something amazing. So, we didn't know what to expect going in, and it was awesome. And from there, we went to we wanted to find a place on Bourbon Street to get some drinks to immerse ourselves in that experience. And ultimately went to Pat O'Brien's, which is another kind of fairly well-known, famous, older place along that stretch. And the most memorable thing, other than some guy walked up to us with a shirt that said something about how he sleeps with something about hookers. I forget what it said. And he like just walked up and stopped next to us and like displayed his shirt to us. And my girlfriend, who's had like about a drink and a half in her, just looked at him and was like, cute. And the guy kind of was like, oh. And he just sauntered off. And I had like a drink and a half of me, so I thought that was hilarious. But the funniest thing that had to happen was there was one guy right outside the door to the bar. One guy, beardy guy, and he was just looking up to one of the balconies and just screaming, "Show us your titties!" He just kept like screaming it. He didn't have a crew with him. He was just a loner walking around yelling that. And then at one point he ran into Pat O'Brien's and like shot right past us and ran up some stairs, and I saw some employees go after him. That's an authentic Bourbon Street experience, right? Burgundy and Domaine. Yeah, let's go in. Get a few knickknacks. Oh, thank you. I didn't even know these existed anymore. This is a flashback, so I haven't had to rip it since the Bush administration. I mean, I've never had grape flavored before. We went to Pat O'Brien's. I had a hurricane and I had a mint julep for the first time in my life because I've always wanted to try one. I didn't taste the mint that much. I mean, there's mint in it. The mint wasn't bad. Once I started like stabbing it with my straw. So a little tipsy, but I've certainly been worse. So then October 7th. We wanted to take it a little bit easier, considering all the drama of the swamp tour the day before, and but we hadn't really had a breakfast yet, gone out and had a breakfast. So we went to Cafe Maspero, if I'm saying that right, because I kept having to ask my girlfriend over and over again what that place was called, and sat at the bar, had some Bloody Marys. I had a crawfish etouffee omelet. Pretty damn good. I mean, I really did, usually I'm very much like I order the same thing all the time from any place that I go to more than once. But since we were on vacation and we're in New Orleans, I really wanted to push myself to have stuff that was very prominent and authentic to that area, and I very much did. So a lot of the things I chose to eat were things that might be 5th or 6th on my list if I was just going my own way. But I really wanted to take in authentic stuff like, say, a crawfish etouffee omelet. And then we just walked around the quarter a little bit more, and this was the day we spent checking out some antique stores. There's a lot of them along Royale Street. And I remember there was one moment where, because they're just lined up together. At one point, there's like 4 in a row or something like that. So we were just kind of doing them one at a time, and ultimately we ended up in this one antique store, and the owner had stepped out, which we didn't know. And she didn't even know we were in there when she came back. So for this brief moment, we're in this kind of rustic antique shop with all these amazing pieces surrounding us, and it's just dead silent, and it's only us. Yeah, especially he's got his head tilted. Look at this piece of artwork.
Oh, yeah,
The Morgan letters.
These are the Morgan. Look at this bed. I can't tell. It almost looks like a child's bed, but
Yeah.
it's kind of too big. People were small.
And their brush set. At the end of the day, you want to straighten your hair out.
Yeah. That's kind of hot. There's no air conditioning.
Yeah. I think this place is abandoned.
Oh, what if we're in the Twilight Zone, where you just went through the portal and now we're
That's the only reason I'm vlogging right now is because it's such an interesting.
Yeah.
It's like dead silent in here except for us. No, it's the mood.
Be careful.
Oh man, we almost got locked in. That would have we would have gone. What if we like didn't see her come in? She just locked the door and left, and we're like, I mean, obviously we could probably unlock it from the inside. But we've been like, what?
That was fascinating. She has some direct ties to the Rothschild.
The Rothschilds. That's crazy. And then we briefly went back to our hotel to unwind a little bit. These middle days of the vacation were the hottest days of the trip, and so when you're walking around for a few hours, honestly the weather could have been a lot worse being where we were. But it was still fairly warm, and that'll wipe you out when you're walking around a lot. So we decompressed back at the hotel for a while and knew we wanted to go out for dinner. We eventually took a lift to this place called Mother's, which is kind of up. I actually think it's just a little bit north or a little bit south of the strip itself. And that was amazing. That's where I had my first po' boy, which was just like meat upon cheese upon. It was amazing. It was a very tight space and a lot of people. But before even going to Mother's, we paid a visit to Louis Armstrong Park. And that's another visit that I did its own video because I was very intrigued and surprised to see that there was a lot of like vacant structures there. But that was still a fun walkabout. We got to see pretty much the whole park right before it closed. Or actually, I think technically it was closed when we were in there. But there was a lot of other people walking around, so we were like, screw it, we'll be fine. You don't look very friendly.
He will bite me.
He's kind of looking at us like, you know what? Don't test me today.
Okay, this is about close.
Yeah.
Cute.
He's watching me now. He's like, you got stuff in... Because he sees that I got stuff in my hands, so he doesn't know how to take it. He's just kind of 1-2 step in his way.
I'm not moving any closer. Oh, that wasn't very polite.
Yeah, he's out. He had enough of us. This looks like it's not being used anymore, but I can't tell. Look at that architecture.
Dad. Municipal auditorium.
Yeah. Just violently. And that's how you get a full mouth. That's how you get a mouthful.
Firehouse. I wonder if that was a fire station at one point.
Yeah. Oh. This is where they hang out. Is that Louis himself? Is that the man?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see that before we cross the bridge.
Man of the hour.
The trumpet's almost as big as me.
Yeah, that'd be him. Damn water.
I know. Gotta stay back from the water. Yeah. What kind of vultures are these? I want to see one of them fly off so I can just see its plumage.
Is that a pheasant, maybe?
I don't know.
They kind of look like that. I didn't know pheasants went out by water like that, though.
Yeah.